I don't think I've ever actually understood motorcycling. It kind of doesn't make any sense, really, if you think about it. I mean, I've been motorcycling now since I was 15. I got my first motorcycle when I was 15, and so I'm 64 now. You can do the math. And so I've always had motorcycles. But it just doesn't make sense why I am drawn to motorcycling the way I am. I mean, let's face it, you can never get the weather right. It's either raining or it's snowing, although you try to avoid snow, or it's too hot or it's too cold, and you never get the gear right. You set off in what you think is going to be the right gear, and then halfway down you realise, oh, it's a bit colder than you thought, or it's a bit warmer than you thought, so you've got to either add or take away. They're usually bloody uncomfortable. But they just, I don't know, I just don't get it, I don't understand it. And but you just do it, really. I think my biking style has definitely changed, because I used to be a lunatic. You know, you always want to get there before everybody else and taking ridiculous chances, which I suppose is why I have fallen off so many times. I'm quite surprised I've lasted as long as I have. I've been on some marvellous trips. I think the very best was a wonderful trip to from the north of England, travelled to Dover, into France, across France, through Germany, and all the way across Europe to Romania and then Bulgaria, and then down to Istanbul, and then into Turkey, across the Bosphorus, right across the northern coast of Turkey to the Iran border, headed south to the southern coast of Turkey, and then back the other way. So onto a ferry to Greece, and then from Greece to Rome, and then back through Europe and back home. It was 8,000 miles, and it was pretty amazing, really. Anyway, there isn't going to be much talk of chateaus in this video, just so you were aware. There has been some updates. We now know that we are about to book tickets to fly to France. Probably we're looking around the 13th, 14th, 15th of May. We're going to spend a week. We have 4 chateaux that we want to view, plus our favourite, and our favourite will be the second viewing. and we hope that we can agree a sale. We're viewing other properties, just well, you never know, there might be something there. I mean, when we first found our favourite, there were certain aspects of it that we believed that we didn't want. We didn't want to be close to a village, and this one is on the edge of a village. We thought we needed, 4, 5, 6 hectares, and this is under 4. We believed that we wanted huge, vast staircases and lots of wood paneling, and this doesn't have that, but it just felt right. So we are arranging with agents, which is that's a task in itself. They don't give anything away, do they? They just don't give anything away. They won't even tell you where it is. They won't tell you where the chateau is. And in some cases, not many granted, but in some cases we have to meet them somewhere, and then we follow them. That's just, we are coming from Canada, and there are certain properties we wouldn't even bother looking at all if we checked it out on Google Earth and found out that there was an oil refinery next door. We wouldn't waste our time or theirs, but this stuff you find out when you get there, and it's just a bit ridiculous. So, but it's what it is. So we have, we're hoping to view 4 plus our favourite, and our favourite, we hope to make an offer and secure that property. And that, as in a previous video, we've decided that we're going to take a chance. We're not going to let it go. We haven't sold our house yet, although, well, things apparently according to our realtor, have started to pick up a little bit of momentum. Which is always a good sign. Kind of knew it would, really. It being summer. Summer is now, well, spring is here. Spring has officially landed. And things just look nicer, don't they? Spring, sun shining, and grass is green, and houses look lovely. So, and apparently our social media, our adverts are starting to get more views. We initiated our reverse auction, and the realtor has said that things have, inquiries have risen. It's just been reduced again. This time we've reduced it by 30,000. So now we are just under 2.3 million Canadian. So, but we're gonna, if we can do a deal in May, we're gonna secure our favourite and sweat a bit. We are headed, by the way, to a place called the Egmont Heritage Centre, which is a cool little place. This part of the world, well, first of all, this part of the world only has one road, and I'm on it. Alright, there's all the side routes and all the rest of it, but there is basically literally a ferry at one end and a ferry at the other. and that's it. Which I suppose is one of the reasons why we want to move back to Europe. Because you can get on a bike or a car or whatever. You can get on a bike, a vehicle, and you can do as big a loop as you want. In this part of the world, you head out, go to where you want to go, turn around and come back again. So you see the same road twice, and that's sometimes just a bit tedious, isn't it? But this place is called the Egmont Heritage Centre, which is just across probably the furthest point of the Sunshine Coast to us, because we're just by one ferry, and this Egmont is by the other ferry. You can see it there on the map. We visited this place last year, and I thought it was really cool then. It's got it's just got a history, a very recent history relatively, of how certain parts of the coast became, like I say, it wasn't that long ago that people settled on the Sunshine Coast, really, relatively. It's just interesting sometimes to see these things, and it's an excuse. It's an excuse to get on the bike and get a ride. And I wanted to also take this opportunity to thank so many people who have made some really, really lovely comments, and I wanted to thank these people for sticking around. In hindsight, we were probably a little premature in starting our channel. Quite genuinely, we expected to be there now. We did actually believe that we would be there by now, because we visited, I've said in the previous, I've shown the properties that we visited in the previous video. I think it was probably the first video I ever put out. And so we visited 11, and I wanted to record the journey from there, because when we came back in September, we immediately put our house on the market, or what we did, we set about making it happen, and part of that plan was to put the house on the market. We didn't actually think that we'd put it on the market in November, which is ultimately what we did. and so we didn't release any videos, but basically the realtor convinced us that it was a good time because it'll sell before Christmas. Okay, well, all right. So I started putting videos out, and obviously here we are still. I mean, I guess it's a journey. It's always a journey, and I'm kind of, sometimes I get overwhelmed because people are interested. I think people are as interested as we are. Well, maybe not as interested as we are, but people are stuck around, and I think it's great. And but Chateau Tales. Oh dear, we haven't got the Chateau yet. We all know it's going to happen, but so yeah, thank you for people who have stuck around. I think it's great, and we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there.